Kleinsky's was started by myself and my brother Joel in 2014. We're a New York style deli. Our whole idea is to try and make the deli experience that you have in New York, where this type of food is sort of part of New York culture. We wanted to do that for a wider audience. Our specialty is bagels, so we decided we wanted to bake our own bagels, and that was a whole long journey of trying out many different recipes and going around tasting bagels, going to New York and to Montreal, trying all different bagels there, and then finally when we felt like we had a good recipe, we started doing it here. The smoked salmon bagel is still the most popular bagel, but our most popular signature bagel would probably be the California bagel. And the name came from sort of being kind of sushi on a bagel in a sense. So on the California bagel there's smoked salmon, and then we make wasabi cream cheese with avo, and then we do a sweet soy ginger sort of dressing, and then we serve that with pickled ginger. We start our bagels off by making a sponge, which is sort of like sort of quite a batter in a way of flour and water, and then we let that sort of bubble up over a few hours, and then that is where you get your final dough. And from there we shape the bagels into rolls, let those rise for a little bit, and then they get rolled by hand into the bagel shape. And once they're then ready, they prove just a little bit outside of the fridge, and once they're ready, they go into the fridge overnight. And then the next morning when we come in, we boil our pot of water, which has got malt syrup. And the bagels get boiled for about a minute each aside, and the boiling is incredibly important to get a real bagel. If a bagel is not boiled, it's not a bagel. Once they come out of the pot, that's when we will put the toppings on, and then they get baked in a really hot oven. That's how you get a fresh bagel. We used to try and bake bagels we started baking at about 6 in the morning, and it was actually just getting too much to try and do that so late. So we now come in at 3 in the morning to start that whole process. We're not only baking bagels, so we're kind of trying to specialize as well in like American breads, the classic deli rye. Our rye is very different to any of the other rye breads you'll find. We do the rugelach, which is the little chocolate, people call them mini croissants. You can't have a Jewish deli without having a good cheesecake, so that's something else we do. Always in business since the very beginning is to do what's true to you and what's authentic to you, and not sort of do anything by proxy. If you do something and it's authentic and it's real, then people will respond in the same way because they can sense that authenticity. So we've just always done what is close to ourselves and what our interests are, and that's also everything in the space that we have here. It's indicative of our personalities as well.